Okay, everybody, ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
Awesome. So for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at what would happen if Halloween was more than just trick-or-treating. What if there was a whole game involved?
Oh, I love that. A whole game. What are we talking?
Yeah, like a neighborhood-wide candy clue hunt.
Okay, like a treasure hunt, but with candy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that sounds
So
awesome.
we have the story about a few kids. Let's see, we have Sophie, Duke, and Keo. They're going to be our detectives for this deep dive.
I love it. Okay, I'm ready to follow these guys.
Okay, so they start off their night like any other trick-or-treaters. They go to their neighbor's house to see what kind of candy they can get. And Mrs. Green greets them at the door, but she doesn't have candy. She has a clue.
Ooh, a clue already. Okay, I'm hooked. I'm in.
Yeah, so she says, I turn red, orange, and gold in the fall, and you'll find me standing tall. Go to the place where pumpkins glow, and there's candy for those who know.
Okay, I think I got it. But I want to know if Sophie, Duke, and Keo figured it out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's think. What turns red, orange, and gold in the fall?
A tree.
Yeah.
Okay, and pumpkins glow where?
A house with a lot of jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, yeah, like all lit up?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we gotta find a house with jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah. So the kids, they put their heads together and they think about it, and then they're like, I know just the place, Mr. Thompson's house, because he always goes all out for Halloween.
Of course, Mr. Thompson always does it big.
Yeah, he's got tons of pumpkins lining his pathway, and they're all glowing, and they all look like they have these big grins on their faces.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. So the kids run over there, and Mr. Thompson is super excited that they solved the riddle. He gives them each a handful of candy, and then he hands them their next clue.
So this is like a whole neighborhood thing.
Yeah, it seems like all the neighbors are in on this.
That's really cool. Like the whole community's part of this.
Yeah, I love that idea. All right, so are you ready for clue number 2?
I am. Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. I keep you warm when the wind blows with sleeves and buttons head to toes. Find me where kids go to slide and play, and candy will be your treat today.
Okay, I got it.
Did you get it already?
I think so. Let's see. I keep you warm when the wind blows.
What could that be?
Sounds like a jacket to me, or a coat.
Yeah. Okay, what about the second part?
Find me where kids go to slide and play. Oh, that has to be the playground.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, good. I'm glad I can keep up with these kids.
Me too. They're pretty sharp. So the kids think about it for a minute, and then they're like, yeah, it's got to be Mrs. Lee's house because she lives right by the playground.
Oh, that's clever, because that kind of combines the two parts of the clue.
Yeah, exactly. So they run over to the playground, and sure enough, Mrs. Lee's there waiting for them with even more candy.
Awesome.
I know she gives them each a king-size candy bar, I think.
Wow, they're racking up the candy now.
I know their bags must be getting so heavy, but Mrs. Lee, she also has their final clue.
Ooh, the final clue. Okay, this is it. This is for all the marbles.
I know. This is the big one. Okay, so the final clue says, to finish this hunt, you'll need to share govets. Go to the house with the most care. A neighbor who gives more than they take, and for you a surprise they'll make.
Whoa. Okay, this one's different.
Yeah, this one's a lot trickier.
Yeah, this is not about a thing anymore. It's about a person.
Yeah. It's like they have to figure out who's the kindest person in their neighborhood.
Yeah, who's like always helping everyone out and sharing and yeah, just generally the nicest person.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is it? Who's the kindest?
And suddenly Sophie, she just gasps, and she's like, I know who it is. It's Mrs. Bennett.
Mrs. Bennett.
Yeah, Mrs. Bennett the baker.
Oh, of course, Mrs. Bennett. She's always making those delicious cookies and bringing them to everyone.
I know everyone in the neighborhood loves her.
Okay, so that's got to be it. She's the kindest.
Yeah. So the kids, they run over to Mrs. Bennett's house as fast as they can.
I hope they don't drop any candy on the way.
Me too. And when they get there, Mrs. Bennett is so excited to see them. She gives them a big hug, and she's like, I knew you'd figure it out.
Aww.
I know. And then you know what she did?
What did she do?
She had a surprise for everyone who completed the hunt.
Ooh, a surprise. What was it?
She had a Halloween party.
A party. That's amazing.
I know. She had all kinds of spooky snacks and drinks and games and music, and everyone was dancing and having a great time.
That is the best way to end a candy clue hunt.
I know. It sounds like the perfect Halloween.
It does. And you know what I love about it?
Right.
It wasn't just about getting candy. I mean, they got a lot of candy.
Oh, yeah. Their bags were overflowing.
But it was more than that. It was about, like, using their brains and getting to know their neighborhood better.
Yeah. So this Halloween, maybe you could try your own candy clue hunt with your friends and family.
Ooh, that's a fun idea.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all the time we have for this deep dive.
Oh, already.
I know, but it was a fun one.
It was. I'm already thinking about all the clues I could make.
Me too. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Happy Halloween, everybody.